and then you guys were actually soldiers. Is it because you went through what you went through with the military that it's shaped you of who you are? For sure, right? Because of all the near death or
well, yeah, yes, because his Phoenix moment was after.
Right.
But I think the military really crystallized and canonized a lot of gears that were in me, say from my father's influence and the way I was raised, very disciplinarian. So then the military was like the proving ground. It was like, all right, I'm in a platoon full of dudes, turn up the chaos, we're getting hosed down, and
that's the thing. You've seen violence. You've both seen levels of violence, right? And obviously you talk about it every day on your channel, which is how this all came to be, because I've been addicted to your Instagram.
Oh, thanks, man. That's an honor.
You know, I know I just introduced you to him and sent you a link, so I don't know how much you had. It was just yesterday.
I went straight to his website, actually.
Okay. So, you know, he really, Byron breaks down, you know, he'll take a video of, you know, a guy walks into a convenience store and just starts opening fire, or you know, a guy starts stabbing someone, whatever crazy fucking violence that's out there. And then he'll break down, you know, what you could do if you're in that situation, or what this clerk could have done better, or things you need to look out for to see the signs and things. Like, when you make that content, do you think about, like, long after you're gone, it's part of your legacy? Like,
100%.
Yeah.
So, like, back to your question, if I get in a car accident on the way home, like, am I afraid of death? Like, I'm living every single moment for that moment. Or if there's something that happens, a dude walks in here with a shotgun and I have to go to work, like, I'm like, I've been training for this moment my entire life. If I have to step in front of someone or do something, like, that's where I live.
You have absolutely changed my life in how I go about life now, because the reason why I started watching you is when 2020 happened and they shut the world down, I told Vanessa, my girlfriend, I was like, we got to get guns. We got to get guns. Because all my friends that have guns are like, the world's ending, you got to get guns. They're coming for your food and all this stuff, right? So I'm like, fuck it. So we went and we learned how to...
Zombie apocalypse?
Yeah, so we learned how to use them, and then I got addicted to guns. Like, I was never anti-gun. I was never anti-gun. But
I just didn't know.
No, you know, and now I was like, oh my God, like, this is an expensive habit. And I had to, like, pull back, because, well, then ammo was crazy price-wise and stuff, and hard to get. But I mean,
on what you were saying, that's really my goal with those. So it's like most people don't have 10 years to spend in a dojo. They can't go to the range all the time. But, like, if I can teach them a safer pattern of life, if I can teach them a way to have more awareness, the way not just to be like situational awareness, but like break it up, like
like when you talk about transitional spaces, and like
tactical positioning.
I think of things like dude, and this isn't. I don't mean this is like me being paranoid. I try not to pee at the fucking urinal. I pick the last stall so that I have as much time as possible. If and when he comes in to do some shit, I'm ready. I got the most amount of time to get it going.
And that's the stuff I want. I want the skills I use to protect the 1% of the 1%. I want people to also realize they can leverage those, and a 100-pound human, like a 100-pound single mom, can live a safer pattern of life with more effective awareness, so that she can avoid, see coming, or just not have to be in the right of bang, the combative situation.
Let me ask you this.
And that's all soft skills. It's so downloadable. Like, you can just learn these things.
Earlier today, I was with Vanessa. We were going to the gym, and so I don't know. I tagged you all on a video yesterday. I don't know if I know you're Instagram and you're busy and everything, but I tagged all three of you in it. Did you see here in Vegas?
Oh yeah,
a guy comes in to a convenience store.
I saw that.
Wearing a vest and just starts opening fire on people here in Vegas yesterday or the day before. And
wearing a plate carrier, he had a pistol.
An Asian guy. And no, that's not Asian hate. Okay, don't cancel me.
Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy.
So Vanessa asked me a question. I'm curious what all three of you think. She said, is random acts of violence more prevalent today in 21 than, say, it was 30 years ago? Or is it just we have access to more information, and so now we're seeing it more often? Or has it gotten worse? I want all three of you to weigh in.
My take is that it has, because the values in America, it has gotten worse because the values in America have shifted. Emotional intelligence, I believe, is at a much lower all-time low, and people have access, and it's much more dangerous now. That dude walked into that store with a plate carrier and a pistol. He probably has an education. He's probably been playing video games, understands a little bit about tactics. He obviously does. He's got the gear to go with it. And
it was premeditated.
Premeditated, Yeah, so your enemies
scary.
are more
Right.
sophisticated now. They're smarter. So it's much more of a threat, and I believe it happens more often than it probably did. And, so I think for sure the battlefield is changing exponentially. Like the stuff we're seeing come out of Mexico and the stuff we're seeing even happening in LA, things are just changing very quickly. But to answer your question, lower emotional intelligence, senses of entitlement, a lack of accountability from law enforcement, things like that, the way the charges have changed.
Say that again. Say that again.
A lack of respect for authority. Nothing's sacred anymore. Nothing's honorable. I had a video of a guy pickpocketing an old lady in church the other day, like stealing stuff out of the
I
church.
saw that. I saw
While she's
that.
praying. I'm like, nothing's
saw
sacred,
that.
man. You know,
It's on-
like
I
back in the
just saw
day,
it.
yeah, gangsters used to go to church and like would be cool while we're there
This
in
is a
church.
sacred zone.
It's a ceasefire in church, right?
Right, yeah, man. Now nothing's sacred anymore. No accountability. Yeah, for sure. There's way more going down.
And the thing that concerns me is the why. I've always asked for the why.
Yeah.
What value? And then I said, because I look back at some of these incidences that have happened in the United States with acts of random violence.
Yeah.
Like, the guy got picked on at work. He was pissed off. Goes into his work, got fired. He shoots everybody. I'm not saying it's justified.
Yep.
I'm going to be clear.
Yep.
But okay, I know why he did it. I'm not saying it was right.
Right.
This guy just walked in a store and started shooting at random people.
Yeah.
It's game time.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know if you. I think you
What was
posted
he-
the video about the guy that came in with the machete in the office. Did
Yeah,
you? see
I
that?
actually interviewed the guy who got in
Wasn't
the
it-
fight with him and defended himself.
Me too, Machete James.
Yeah,
I had him
Machete
on.
James,
yeah.
solid, man.
Yeah, it was
Good
great.
dude, man.
But
Yeah.
like that's the type
Well-
of thing. Like you could talk to people and throw out a scenario like that, and they would go, "Oh, "This never happens. It's
Right.
never going to happen." And then it's
And
never going to
that's-
happen until it does.
Yeah, I had to
And-
have a. Go ahead.
Yeah, and like I had to get into when I first started carrying, I had to get into the habit of like sometimes I would pick and choose when I take it out or when I bring it with me,
When you
and I'm
carry.
like,
Yeah.
it's so stupid.
It's sad. It's sad. But
Yeah.
have you had a poll ever outside of your duty as an executive protector or security? Have you ever had a poll in
I
public?
have to draw my weapon.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
I've had to do that one time.
Really?
In Seattle. Yeah.
Really?
Never thought I would.
Yeah.
And it was in my car.
Well, and then too, on real quick on what you were saying, the why. Man, one thing I've learned from dealing with these populations is it just our metrics for understanding why doesn't matter at all compared to some of these because I've had people who believe they're just strung out on stuff. They think this is going on.
But here's the thing,
it's just game time.
It's a mix of number one, yeah, for sure. It's escalated. Like it's way worse now than it was 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But I also believe it is. But I believe the reason being is because of how much access we have to information. Because you have on a global level between social media, the news. The media is now more fucked up than it's ever been, and it's turning people against each other.
Oh, yeah.
And it's playing these mental games,
Social
that's
engineering.
causing people to actually have emotional meltdowns, and they're just purely reactive on
Yeah.
what they see, and then all of a sudden they feel like they're targets, and then
Yeah.
they just start reacting to the rest of the world. And like not long ago, I actually want to read this because not long ago I made a post about how everyone thinks that going to war is just you're going to war in the battlefield if you're part of the military and
Yeah.
that's it. But like every single day, we're going to war.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're someone that doesn't want to be in a state of readiness, if you're somebody that wants to pretend and act like it's never going to happen to me, you're fucked.
You're an
like
ostrich.
you're so fucked.
Yeah, you're so an ostrich. Like you're a sheep. Like
you're
it's
gone.
over.
You're gonna get so like I want to read this because it's funny
Yeah.
that you brought this up and asked because this is on that topic and I know it's
Yeah.
gonna sound weird to some people because it starts off spiritual a little bit, but I said, as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear fucking nothing. Say it with me. The war is amongst us in our day-to-day life, and most will choose to ignore that. Not everything we see and hear is direct, but indirectly it has massive cause and effect. Many things you see, hear, and touch are not what we think they are either. The devil is disguised as an angel in various forms. Manipulation, true narcissism, control, destruction, intentional fake behavior and lies. We become what we consume. You know how many people will manipulate you and be loyal to you for their own personal convenience, then the ungrateful behavior begins. If your awareness isn't dead on, you'll get fucked in some shape or another, small or big. True evil isn't the monsters we know and hear about who go to prison or get caught for illegal crimes. True evil are the ones in disguise. The ones we know and hear about are troubled individuals who lost their way in life and saw no other outlet. No, I'm not condoning or excusing any of that shit either, but evil ones have a direct intent to try and turn your world inside out if you are not prepared in every way. The word try, that's the key word. If prepared, you'll witness their world crumble and karma go on full-blown assault. I've witnessed it with my own eyes, I promise, but make no mistake, They will take yours down with them if you're not ready. This is not some wild-ass thought process or crazy thinking. This is the realest of realities. We all wish everyone was great and everyone truly cared and loved people. Most do, most learn late and the hard way, but then there are others. Raise your awareness, be prepared for daily wars amongst us, and take care of your loved ones. Teach and educate them about real life, business, family, spirituality, loyalty and honor, mindset, reading, readiness, enemies, preparation. Don't undervalue any of these. I'm telling you, if you are one of those who thinks no way, never me, you are either fucked or you are playing too small in life to encounter any of this. Facts.
100%, man.
Yeah.
There's so much good stuff in there. That's so chewy, man. There's so much good stuff in there to touch.
But that literally is every single day
100%.
right now.
Yeah, to an aware person, to a person who's actually in reality, like you're taking in high volumes of reality, and
But that's
so
why I made
many
a post
people.
for that, because there's some people that are choosing to ignore reality that I'm like, wake up and listen to this message and understand that if you are getting consumed by this pretentious, toxic positivity, you're so gone. You're history.
And these problems we have, these positivity stuff, and like all the problems we have, they are a luxury. Like there's such a the fact that we even have time to get like wrapped around the axle about just pronouns and he, she, black, white, and all this stuff. It's a luxury. I mean, in the military, man, you could be orange, purple, pink, whatever, man. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. When it's time to talk crap, we talking crap about each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, we got to fight in the back of the squad bay. We got to fight in the back of the squad bay. And then when it's time to go to work, we're going to go to work.
You gotta be back. Hey guys, thanks for watching this channel. If you like what you saw today, find value in what you saw, please share with your friends and family.
And make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and in the comment sections below, let us know which topics you would like us to cover in the future.